My parents banned me from any water deeper than a bathtub after my uncle drowned. They don't know I've been 40 feet underwater, training to become a rescue diver so no other family has to go through what we did. When I was 8, my Uncle Tommy drowned in a lake during a family camping trip. He'd been trying to save a stranger's kid who'd fallen off a dock and got pulled under by the current. Tommy died saving that little boy's life, but my parents only saw the tragedy. From that day forward, I wasn't allowed near pools, lakes, oceans, or anything deeper than our bathtub. Water killed my brother, Dad would say. I won't lose my daughter too. For 10 years, I avoided water completely. School swimming was out, beach trips were banned, even water parks were forbidden. But on my 18th birthday, something changed. I was finally old enough to make my own choices, and I knew what I wanted to do. I enrolled in swimming lessons at the local community center, telling my parents I was taking art classes. Learning to swim as an adult was terrifying at first. Every time I put my face underwater, I thought about Uncle Tommy and panicked. But my instructor, Maria, was patient. She'd been a lifeguard for 20 years and understood trauma. Your uncle was a hero, she told me. The best way to honor him is to become someone who can save others. Within 6 months, I was swimming laps confidently. Within a year, I'd earned my lifeguard certification, but I wanted to go deeper. Literally, I started scuba diving lessons using money from my part-time job. Every weekend, I'd tell my parents I was studying at the library while I was actually 40 feet underwater, learning to navigate the depth that had once terrified me. The first time I reached the bottom of the training pool, I cried into my mask. I was doing what Uncle Tommy would have wanted, conquering the fear instead of being controlled by it. 2 years later, I became a certified rescue diver. I specialized in water emergencies and underwater search and rescue. My parents still had no idea. As far as they knew, I was a college student studying business who was deathly afraid of water. Last month, everything changed. A local news crew was covering a water rescue training exercise at the lake where Uncle Tommy had died. I was leading the demonstration, showing proper techniques for underwater victim recovery. The reporter interviewed me about why I'd chosen this dangerous career. My uncle drowned in this exact lake 10 years ago, I said on camera. He died saving someone else's child. Now I make sure other families don't have to go through what mine did. That night, my parents saw the news story. Mom called me crying. Honey, that girl on TV looks exactly like you. She even has the same name. Mom, that was me. The silence lasted forever. Dad finally spoke. You've been diving? After what happened to Tommy. Because of what happened to Tommy, I corrected. He taught me that water isn't the enemy. Fear is. My parents drove to the lake the next morning and watched me train. Seeing me confident and skilled in the water that had taken their brother was overwhelming for them. Tommy would be so proud, Mom whispered as I surfaced from a 40-foot dive. Dad was quiet for a long time, then said, I thought I was protecting you by keeping you away from water, but you protected yourself by mastering it. 3 months later, I got my first real rescue call. A fishing boat had capsized, and 2 men were trapped underneath. I dove down 35 feet in murky water and guided both men to safety. They survived because I wasn't afraid to go where Uncle Tommy had gone. As I helped them onto the rescue boat, I thought about Uncle Tommy and how he'd taught me the most important lesson of all. Sometimes the thing that scares you most is exactly what you're meant to do.